Good morning, John. Well, it is worse than anticipated, down 6.1% on the headline. And of course, we did anticipate a 5% drop because Boeing didn't sell any planes, just 3 planes in the month of January. But even ex-transportation, it is down 0.3. So it is not a particularly good news. I'll look up the actual numbers in just a second here. But capital goods orders, non-defense, ex-air, this is the part that economists like because what goes into GDP. And that was up 0.1%, which is what was forecast. So it's not all bad news. Shipments up much more than anticipated, 0.8%. And that's good news because it suggests a stronger first quarter GDP number. And it, in combination, the capital goods orders and shipments suggest that businesses have not yet pulled back too much on what they're ordering and spending. Business spending, if it hangs in there, is what we want to see.
Mike, looking ahead now, we've got some house price data after this in about 29 minutes' time. An hour after that, we'll get consumer confidence numbers. We've been talking about it in the last hour. If you look at equity markets, all-time highs, you look at labour data, unemployment south of 4% for 2 years. Are we slowly starting to see consumer confidence pick up?
We are, and we should see it with the Conference Board numbers because we saw it with the University of Michigan numbers. Each one is designed a little separately, and Conference Board is more about jobs, and boy, did we see some good news on jobs the last time. Number to watch for in the Conference Board is people's anticipation of what their income is going to be over the coming 6 months to a year. If people think they're going to make the same or more money, then that suggests that they'll continue spending at the rate that they're doing. So that's something to keep in mind. This one doesn't have the political implications that the Michigan one does. They don't break it down by political party in the top line numbers.
And it's not as connected to gasoline prices as, say, the University of Michigan survey, which tends to track more closely. I do want to get your view on housing prices. There's been a number of discussions about how housing prices seem to have troughed and actually are re-accelerating, even despite the fact that you are seeing mortgage rates where they are. How closely is this something that Fed officials are watching and bringing up at a time where a lot of people are locked out of homeownership?
Well, they're watching it. They're not as concerned about long-term locked out of home ownership because they feel when interest rates start to come down, mortgage rates will go down. There'll be a pent-up demand to sell housing, and we'll see a lot more inventory come on the market. The problem right now is no inventory in existing homes because nobody wants to sell their 3% mortgage. And so people are just sitting there. But a lot of people want to move. They're retiring. They want to go to Florida, or they're young people who have kids and want to move up.
Too. At least it becomes so strategic now that she's not even saying it. She's just asking questions to get other people to say it. Might be key.
Well, here, let me give you one number here, just because everybody was wondering about Boeing and aircraft orders. New orders for non-defense aircraft, which is Boeing, down 58.9% during the month. So that's why your headline number looks so awful.